my beloved child. Archangel Michael says. Pause your breath and feel the hush before the storm settles into clarity. There is a quiet movement forming where smiles are worn as masks and intentions are folded away from your sight. This message opens with suspense because timing matters and awareness brings protection. Something subtle has been set in motion while your focus has been pulled elsewhere by daily demands and gentle distractions. A plan has been shaped not with noise but with whispers, papers, and rehearsed expressions meant to appear harmless. Your spirit is being alerted now because light arrives before the final step is taken. Type in the comments now with strength and clarity, writing words of courage and resolve. Your presence here is not accidental and your attention sharpens the shield around you. Stay steady as this unfolds with purpose and calm. The energy around you has been shifting, and signs appeared quietly before this moment arrived. Small changes in tone, timing, and cooperation have been placed like tiles on a path you did not choose. You are seeing this now because the path can be redirected. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Behind closed doors, conversations were framed to seem reasonable while steering outcomes away from your favor. Documents, messages, and narratives have been arranged to create distance between you and your rightful place. Nothing here was random, and that is why this awareness is power. Your name has been mentioned in rooms you were not invited into, and the tone was calculated rather than honest. The aim was to create doubt where trust once stood firm and to make separation appear justified. Yet truth carries weight, and weight leaves marks that cannot be erased. Write to comment with confidence and alignment, declaring stability and wisdom. This declaration strengthens your footing and steadies your direction. Words written with intention anchor protection. You are not alone in this moment, even if it felt isolating before now. Support exists beyond what is visible, moving quietly into position on your behalf. Timing is aligning to reveal what was hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There was an attempt to use a single detail as leverage, stretching it beyond truth to serve a private agenda. That detail was chosen carefully because it seemed small enough to pass unnoticed. Small things grow only when ignored, and you are no longer ignoring them. A role, a space, or a belonging connected to you has been targeted for reassignment. The plan relied on your patience turning into silence and your silence being misread as consent. This moment ends that misunderstanding. The atmosphere around this situation feels heavy because secrecy carries weight. When secrecy stacks upon secrecy, the structure becomes unstable. Awareness introduces air, and air causes collapse. Write to comment with steadiness and clarity, affirming that truth stands tall. This affirmation fortifies your resolve and sharpens your focus. Every word strengthens the boundary around you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says the unseen effort to push you aside will meet resistance formed of truth and timing. What was planned to happen quietly will require explanations that do not hold. Pressure reveals weak seams, and those seams are already showing. The individual behind this move underestimated your discernment and your resilience. They mistook kindness for compliance and patience for permission. That error changes the outcome. You may notice sudden hesitations from those who once seemed certain. That hesitation signals doubt entering their carefully arranged story. Doubt opens space for correction. Right to comment with calm authority, affirming rightful standing in peace. This calm authority radiates steadiness and draws support naturally. Alignment follows clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There is a turning point approaching where truth will be requested rather than avoided. This request shifts power back into balanced hands. Balance restores order without chaos. Do not rush or force movement during this phase. Stillness paired with awareness creates a strong foundation. Foundation outlasts manipulation. You are being guided to document, observe, and remain composed. Composure disarms exaggeration and weakens false framing. Quiet confidence speaks louder than defense. Right to comment with grounded assurance, affirming protection and insight. This assurance settles the heart and steadies the mind. Steadiness changes trajectories. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The pressure applied to remove you will rebound into scrutiny for those applying it. Scrutiny reveals inconsistencies that cannot be smoothed over. Consistency belongs to truth. You will notice opportunities opening that were previously blocked or delayed. These openings confirm that balance is restoring itself. Restoration follows recognition. Stay attentive to communications that arrive unexpectedly. These messages carry clues and confirmations. Confirmation strengthens resolve. Right to comment with trust and awareness, declaring calm progress. Trust anchors patience and awareness sharpens perception. Progress continues. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is wisdom in responding only when necessary and with precision. Precision prevents distortion and maintains integrity. Integrity attracts protection. Your path remains intact despite attempts to divert it. Diversion fails when direction is clear. Clarity sustains momentum. Those who relied on confusion will find it difficult to proceed. Difficulty slows their efforts and exposes their intent. Exposure ends concealment. Right to comment with quiet strength, affirming rightful continuity. Quiet strength holds firm under pressure. Continuity prevails. Type Amen to get blessing 111. As this situation unfolds, allies reveal themselves through actions rather than promises. Action carries substance and reliability. Reliability rebuilds trust. You are encouraged to maintain professionalism and dignity at every step. Dignity elevates perception and credibility. Credibility withstands scrutiny. The narrative being built against you lacks substance. Substance cannot be fabricated where truth is absent. Absence becomes obvious. Right to comment with dignity and resolve, affirming fairness and stability. Resolve steadies emotions and fairness invites balance. Stability returns. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This moment serves as a reminder of your value and presence. Value does not diminish through challenge. Challenge refines clarity. Archangel Michael says protection surrounds your efforts and steadies your course. This protection works quietly yet effectively. Effectiveness reveals itself in outcomes. You will notice a shift where opposition softens or redirects. Redirection signals resolution approaching. Resolution brings relief. Write to comment with gratitude and confidence, affirming positive resolution. Gratitude lightens the heart and confidence steadies the path. Resolution nears. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Stay focused on what you can control and release what you cannot. Control over self preserves energy. Energy sustains clarity. Your commitment and consistency speak for you. Consistency outlasts rumor and misdirection. Outlasting ensures presence. The attempt to remove you loses momentum as facts surface. Surface truth changes conversations. Conversations reshape outcomes. Write to comment with composure and assurance, affirming rightful place. Assurance anchors presence and composure steadies impact. Impact endures. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The closing phase of this situation brings acknowledgement without spectacle. Acknowledgement restores balance quietly. Quiet restoration endures. You are stepping into a steadier chapter marked by respect. Respect replaces doubt naturally. Naturally brings peace. Archangel Michael says remain aligned with integrity and calm. Calm preserves strength and integrity protects direction. Direction stays true. Write to comment with peace and clarity, affirming stability ahead. Peace settles the spirit and clarity guides steps. Stability unfolds. Type Amen to get blessing 555. As the dust settles, you will recognize the lesson without carrying the weight. Learning arrives without burden. Burden releases. Your path continues with renewed assurance and protection. Assurance strengthens resolve and protection sustains progress. Progress continues steadily. This message concludes with confidence and calm certainty. You are supported, seen, and guided forward. Light remains with you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Write to comment with gratitude and strength, affirming continued peace. Gratitude completes the cycle and strength carries forward. Peace remains. My beloved child, the silence after the warning is not emptiness but preparation taking shape. What was arranged in secrecy now starts to feel pressure from unseen resistance. Every hidden move creates a counterweight when truth stands nearby. The one who tried to push you out believed delay would weaken your position. Instead, delay strengthened your awareness and exposed their impatience. Impatience always leaves traces. Small inconsistencies are now surfacing in the story built against you. Details no longer align as smoothly as they once did. Alignment breaks when truth is missing. Write to comment with steady confidence and inner calm. This act reinforces your grounded energy. Grounded energy stabilizes outcomes. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There is tension behind the scenes because control is slipping from the wrong hands. Plans made without integrity demand constant correction. Correction exhausts those who depend on manipulation. You may sense unease in interactions that once felt ordinary. That unease reflects awareness growing in others. Awareness changes loyalties. Archangel Michael says remain composed and observant as this shift continues. Observation reveals more than confrontation ever could. Revelation comes quietly. Write to comment with clarity and patience. Patience protects timing. Timing decides outcomes. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Attempts to justify the plan now sound rehearsed rather than natural. Rehearsal lacks the fluidity of honesty. Honesty moves without effort. The structure built to displace you depends on cooperation from many. That cooperation is weakening as doubts spread. Doubt dismantles fragile structures. Your consistency stands in contrast to their changing explanations. Contrast highlights reliability. Reliability earns trust. Write to comment affirming strength and stability. Strength steadies the heart. Stability anchors your place. Type Amen to get blessing 888. What was meant to quietly remove you now requires approval and review. Review invites scrutiny. Scrutiny invites truth. You will notice pauses where decisions were once rushed. These pauses work in your favor. Stillness protects clarity. No action is required beyond maintaining integrity and awareness. Integrity carries its own defense. Defense arrives without noise. Write to comment with calm assurance. Assurance strengthens presence. Presence commands respect. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The one orchestrating this situation feels exposed without fully understanding why. Exposure creates hesitation. Hesitation breaks momentum. They may attempt to appear supportive or neutral. This shift signals self-protection rather than goodwill. Self-protection reveals fear. Fear weakens coordination and resolve. Weakness slows progress. Slowness creates opportunity. Write to comment declaring peace and protection. Peace disarms tension. Protection surrounds you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Support begins to surface from unexpected directions. Those who value fairness recognize imbalance. Recognition invites correction. You may receive confirmation that your role or position is being reconsidered positively. This confirmation restores balance. Balance restores confidence. Archangel Michael says remain steady and avoid emotional reactions. Steadiness strengthens authority. Authority silences doubt. Write to comment with trust and gratitude. Trust opens pathways. Gratitude seals alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 222. As pressure fades, clarity replaces confusion. Clarity simplifies decisions. Simplicity strengthens resolve. The attempt to remove you loses its foundation. Without foundation, plans collapse naturally. Collapse ends conflict. Your journey continues with reinforced protection and insight. Insight sharpens discernment. Discernment guards the future. Write to comment with confidence and calm. Confidence restores momentum. Calm ensures continuity. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This part closes with reassurance and strength. What was hidden is no longer gaining power. You remain guided, protected, and firmly placed. My beloved child, the atmosphere is changing again, softer on the surface yet firmer underneath. What once felt heavy now begins to loosen as resistance meets reality. This phase unfolds quietly but with lasting effect. Those who observed from a distance are now reassessing what they were told. Reassessment brings comparison, and comparison exposes imbalance. Imbalance cannot hide for long. The effort to edge you out now feels risky to those involved. Risk awakens caution. Caution slows harmful intent. Write to comment with calm certainty and grounded focus. This steadiness strengthens your position. Position brings security. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The narrative created against you is losing its energy. Energy fades when it is not fueled by truth. Truth sustains itself. You may notice fewer discussions about you taking place in secret. Silence now comes from uncertainty rather than control. Uncertainty weakens strategy. Archangel Michael says your patience has altered the direction of events. Patience protects dignity. Dignity commands respect. Write to comment with composure and assurance. Assurance reinforces stability. Stability invites balance. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The one who initiated this plan now faces internal pressure. Pressure reveals character and limits. Limits restrict influence. They are being asked to clarify details they once avoided. Clarification demands consistency. Consistency is difficult to fake. Your name is now spoken with caution rather than confidence by others. Caution replaces bold manipulation. Replacement signals decline. Write to comment with inner peace and strength. Peace steadies thoughts. Strength maintains clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Momentum has shifted away from those acting in secrecy. Momentum follows alignment. Alignment favors integrity. You may sense relief without celebration. Relief confirms protection at work. Protection does not announce itself loudly. Remain attentive but untroubled as this continues. Trouble dissolves when calm persists. Persistence ensures outcome. Write to comment affirming calm and protection. Affirmation strengthens resolve. Resolve carries forward. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Those who once avoided involvement now step back entirely. Distance weakens collective effort against you. Isolation dismantles coordination. There is less urgency in decisions that once felt forced. Forced movement fails under scrutiny. Scrutiny restores fairness. Archangel Michael says your integrity has become your shield. This shield deflects misdirection. Misdirection loses power. Write to comment with trust and composure. Trust anchors patience. Composure preserves authority. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are entering a stage where outcomes stabilize. Stability follows truth. Truth remains steady. The possibility of being removed diminishes with each passing moment. Diminishment confirms correction. Correction restores order. What was meant to unsettle you now strengthens your awareness. Awareness refines judgment. Judgment guides wisely. Write to comment with gratitude and confidence. Gratitude balances emotion. Confidence secures presence. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The closing of this phase arrives without confrontation. Confrontation is unnecessary when clarity prevails. Prevailing truth resolves quietly. You continue forward with steadiness and insight. Insight guards future steps. Steps remain firm. This part ends with assurance and calm certainty. You are protected, observed, and supported. Balance is firmly returning. My beloved child, the ground beneath you is no longer shifting the way it once did. What tried to disturb your footing has lost its leverage and its urgency. This phase brings quiet firmness rather than dramatic change. The conversations that once carried hidden intent are now cautious and limited. Words are chosen carefully because consequences are clearer. Clarity disciplines behavior. You may feel a subtle return of confidence from those around you. This confidence reflects trust being restored. Restoration happens naturally when truth stands steady. Write to comment with calm assurance and inner strength. This action anchors stability. Stability holds your place. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The attempt to replace you now feels impractical to those who considered it. Practicality exposes unnecessary disruption. Disruption is avoided when balance returns. Archangel Michael says the protection around your position is firm and active. This protection does not rush or react. It simply holds. Those who once aligned with the plan are reconsidering their involvement. Reconsideration reduces momentum. Reduced momentum ends pursuit. Write to comment affirming peace and protection. Peace steadies thought. Protection surrounds action. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You may notice a shift in tone where respect quietly replaces suspicion. Respect alters dynamics without announcement. Altered dynamics favor continuity. What was designed to move you out now strengthens your standing. Standing grows when challenges are met with composure. Composure earns credibility. There is less discussion about alternatives and more acceptance of reality. Acceptance closes doors to disruption. Closure brings calm. Write to comment with dignity and confidence. Dignity reinforces presence. Confidence sustains it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Support that stayed silent earlier now becomes visible through actions. Action speaks clearly without explanation. Clarity reinforces trust. The environment around you stabilizes further as uncertainty dissolves. Dissolution removes tension. Tension no longer feeds opposition. Archangel Michael says remain aligned with integrity and restraint. Restraint preserves strength. Strength secures position. Write to comment with gratitude and steadiness. Gratitude balances the heart. Steadiness guides progress. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You are now in a phase where outcomes quietly finalize. Finalization does not require celebration. It requires consistency. Those who misjudged your resilience now observe from a distance. Distance prevents further interference. Interference fades away. Your awareness remains sharp, but your spirit feels lighter. Lightness signals resolution. Resolution confirms protection. Write to comment affirming calm continuity. Continuity maintains alignment. Alignment keeps peace. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This part closes with grounded assurance and calm strength. What tried to move against you no longer has direction. You remain steady, protected, and firmly in place.